All right, today I'll be taking you through a full tour of Warren County Sports Park. We'll be starting up closer towards the west end and then be working our way back towards the east end. We're up by gate 3 right now, which is going to be right over there. We have 5 total gates. 4 and 5 are up there, closer that way towards baseball. You won't really need those for soccer. But gates 3 is going to be right there, and then 1 and 2 down by the grass field. So we're going to start up here at turf. These are the one of 2 main plots of turf we have. Right now they're set up as 4 7v7s. The sports park's able to remove the lines via paintbrush and then lay them back on with the robot. So they can become 2 11v11s, but mainly they are 7v7s. And for party in the pitch, they're also 7v7s right now. Taking you by gate 3 right here. All of these are going to be used for. All these are going to be used for mainly the turf fields. Right about down there is where the soccer part ends. We'll go back up down towards the grass fields though. And this is the second plot of turf. This was put in about 3 years ago. Mostly it just stays 11v11. They can be turned into 7s, but 99% of the time we keep them at 11v11. Little note about this road, it does tend, when the game's let out, to get pretty busy. It'll back up a little bit on this main road as people are trying to get out to gate 3. Just when the game times are all letting out, it does get hectic for the most part though. That only happens in about 15 or 20 minute increments as the games are letting out. And we're coming up on our first set of grass fields. This is actually the very first weekend that we've opened these 4 plots. So right now they're set up in 7v7 style. The grass, as I'll show you here in a bit, isn't as nice as the older grass that's been worked on for a longer time, but still nice 4 patches that you're able to use. This strip also tends to get pretty trafficy right when games let out. But most of the cars in this section now, I'd say about all the cars in here are going to go up towards gate 3, and most of these will go up towards gate 2, which I'll show you here in a bit. And this is the main plot. Right now it's set up so There are 4 11v11s, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And then some configurations over on the far side, as you can see right over there, back-to-back 11v11s, and then break it up a little bit into 7v7s on the far side. I can show you that here in a minute. All these fields have sand reinforcements, so they drain extremely well. Very rarely do we have to close them. And another little note for you is there are portalets stationed throughout the park along the perimeter roads, and then bathroom right there, and then one up at turf too. Take a look. There's, if you want to check at the field map. I started right about here, came along here along the turf fields, and then back here, or about here right now, at the grass. So what I was talking about when we break the fields up, right now if this is on a 7v7, you can break that up 5A, 5B, 7A, 7B, and just break that field up into A and B, and we'll have those signs for that. Then we'll go over here in this plot in a second. Right there is concessions, bathroom, and headquarters. Almost all of the vendors or any other merchandising company, they will all get structured right up along this road. Have a handful out today, popcorn guys down there at the end. You just have to be mindful of if you're gonna stake things into the grass off this slope, because there's irrigation lines that run throughout this whole grass section, both sections. So you just don't want to stake something and have it go right into the line. That's happened before and it busts right through the pipe. So as long as you ask one of the Warren County guys where you can stake stuff, it's fine. But just be mindful of that. It's about wrapping up here right now. So earlier today it was wall to wall of people, but wrapping up a little bit right now. Right now, CU has the red flags up. All the field marshals stand around there, pick up game cards from there. We go farther up to here. And all the corner flags here are set by Cincinnati United. We own these, but if you don't want to use them, Warren County Sports Park also has them that they'll set out. So here's a nice example of what I was talking about, how you can break the fields up if you want. Right here, split 277, so field 5 right there, so that's going to be 5A, and you have the field sign right there, and 5B. And then same with field 6, you can go 6A, 6B, so however configuration you want to spread it out, we can make it happen. I'll take you past the main entrance. This is where the majority of people come and go. Right now you have sheriffs out there directing traffic. Very, very helpful when games are just letting out. right here. We have the video board. Most times, like right there, that's the baseball tournament we have going on. But you can light it up, or you can have Scott or Shane light that up with whatever tournament you have going on for whatever, Party in the Pitch, Buckeye Showdown. That's a cool feature that we can do. Yeah, this is a little bit what I was talking about. When it gets crowded, it does fill up right there when you're going out. Right when people come in the traffic circle, you can go take a left out that way. You can go back towards the turf fields and that main plot of grass I was just at. You can go right, and then that takes you to the smaller plot of grass I'm about to show you. And then I'll take you here, lastly, where the tournament headquarters is. So these are actually the original 4 fields. A lot of sand been put in these throughout the years. These drain by far the best. They're set up for 2 11v11s right now, and then 7v7. So as I was saying earlier, it's 4A, 4B. You can see the little field signs out there. And those aren't permanent. You can configure the plots however you'd like. So you can just move the signs, like Warren County is able to move those signs around. So you're able to configure the fields however you'd like. It's set up for 7v7, 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 and then 2 11s right now. So I'll take you to the final gate right now, gate 1. Gate 1 right here, and then the one we were just at was gate 2, the main entrance. Gate 1 doesn't tend to get very crowded. Even if they're dying down, there aren't too many people parked every year. Earlier at about the peak time, you drive through here and you're really struggling to get through just because there's so many people walking around and games constantly going on. And all the trash that's Warren County Sports Park's job, so nothing needed to be taken care of on CU's end. So I'm gonna march down to gate 1 real quick, just get an idea. So there's the end of gate 1. Fun lot right there. You see in the distance the CU flags right there behind that tree we put out. It's gate 1. And lastly, I'll take you up to headquarters. Again, 7v7 goals right here, so theoretically you could configure that lot however you wanted. tour. I can walk you around headquarters right now. Right inside that building is the tournament director room. Most of the people just use that storage. Everyone this weekend's been out actually at the facility, but it's mostly just storage for whatever you need. The athletic training room's in here too. Again, mostly just storage for whatever you would need. Ref tent up there right now. Again, not set by any means. You can move that around. Right there's a headquarters tent, tournament director, and anyone else working for CU. Majority of them do the administrative part just from right there. A lot of the people walking will come from the main plot of fields, walk down the pathway, and then concession stand, and bathrooms right over there. And playground, just kind of the general main location where CU and other tournaments set their headquarters up at. See more vendors. And yeah, it's Warren County Sports Park.